Okay, if we can close the door down there, and I guess we're ready to go.
I think so.
Well, this is a very important moment. So
we're just going to sign it and talk about it later, right?
Yes.
Right here? Below.
Thank you so much. This is, as you all know, a very important moment. It's a very important document which marks, on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the collaboration between Italy and the US, between NASA and ASI in space exploration. This really raises the collaboration to a new level, because throughout 50 years we've done so many things, so many exciting and successful things together, but on a case-by-case basis, because there is a single individual memoranda, and this time we have actually a framework agreement which we believe is going to push the collaboration between Italy and the US to a new level, new areas of exploration, and also, I would say, the possibility of our private sectors also to interact very actively together in the interest of research and promoting the economy and technology and job creation. So this is very important.
Well, I would just say that this builds on all the success that we have already had, and I think it lays the groundwork for much more success into the future. So it's a very important day for us. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Jones, Dr. Garver, President Saggese, ladies and gentlemen, let me extend a very warm welcome to you for this very important event, because today we celebrate half a century of collaboration in space between Italy and the United States. Let me tell you, we come now to a small surprise, which for me is one of the highlights, one of the exciting moments of today's celebrations, because a lot has been said about space exploration, a lot has been said about Italian astronauts, and a lot has been said about 2013, the year of Italian culture in the United States. So I wonder whether we do have a link with Houston, and let me check if the link is there. Well, the link is there. So now you will understand that as ambassador, I will do half a step backwards, because you do know that the tradition is that all communications between ground and astronauts, even if they are still on the ground, is conducted by astronauts. I think it's a matter of confidence and trust. People want to know what kind of voice and what kind of personnel is talking to them. So we'll step back and let Colonel Vittori, as in a sort of a Capcom, introduce our guest.
I read you loud and clear. Luca, do you hear me? I read you loud and clear. How do you read me? You should go a little down. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
We have very tall astronauts.
Ambassador, thank you very much for giving me a chance to complete my qualifications, because I was qualified with everything except for one, Capcom. So today is my exam to see whether also for Capcom, and Luca, you are still concentrating, right? Because in a second I will give you, we have a little bit of time delay, okay? But do you see me as well?
I do see you. I see you and hear you really well.
And you see also the ambassador, right? Because now we have to do a little important, essential part of the ceremony.
Things with all those responsible for this project to make sure that our logo, the patch that you see displayed proudly on the suit, on the spacesuit of Colonel Vittori, and I guess also, yes it is, of Major Parmitano, will fly into space when the next mission begins in May. And so I will now ask Colonel Vittori to join me, because we like symbolically, but frankly in a very meaningful way, to uncover here the logo that will fly into space, the logo of 2013, the year of Italian culture, flying into space this year. back and allow Colin Vittori to interact with Giorgio Parmitano for the benefit of our audience here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, having said so, Luca, now it's your turn. Give us a fresh update on the progression of your training, preparation, and all milestones up to the liftoff.
Well, I would like to start first of all just by thanking you for the invitation, thanking you and the ambassador. It is really an honor being here today, and all the people that are listening today. Thank you very much for having me here. As you well know, the final part of the training is filled up with a lot of different events, and right now we are wrapping up the training here in Houston. I have 2 more weeks of training, which include another run in the NBL in preparation of the EDAs that are planned in my increment. A lot of robotic training in preparation for the arrival of the spacecraft, the cargo spacecraft that will be arriving during my increment, and also for the ATV. After these 2 weeks, I will be flying to Germany, in Cologne. As you know, Cologne is the home of the European Astronaut Center, where all astronauts, international astronauts and European astronauts, train for the European segment of the station, so Columbus and ATV, and I will be training on the final payloads that I will be working on the station, performing experiments both of European, naturally Italian experiments, European and international experiments. And then the part that you probably are very familiar with, because you went through it yourself twice, and these are the final exams for the Soyuz and the Russian segments in Star City. So starting the second week of April, for about a month, I will be undergo a series of examinations, both individual and with my crew. I've already done this examination 6 months ago when I was a backup for Expedition 34. So I know that I'm ready for them, but they're really, really hard, they're tough. It includes a manual landing of the Soyuz spacecraft, manual docking to the station, and then with my crew we will be training and demonstrating that we are ready to perform the quick rendezvous for the second time ever. First time with a system that is completely independent, and then we will perform another exam where we demonstrate our capability to respond to emergency situations, all kinds of emergency situations, and then the same exam on the Russian segment where we will perform our daily duties and then respond to an unknown emergency situation. All these will last from now on about 6 weeks. After that, we have the quarantines, the 3-week isolation time, of which 2 will be in Baikonur in Kazakhstan, getting ready and getting prepared and doing the final adjustments right before stepping to the Soyuz spacecraft and blasting off.
That is most recognized as the beautiful element is the cupola. And that picture is taken from the cupola. So I would like to revise my statement, say, all the astronauts but Mike consider the cupola as a really most beautiful element of the International Space Station, and if we could be together now on the station, and if we could have the privilege to float around the way I did, myself, Mike, Julie, and the way you, Luca, will do, is absolutely gorgeous view of the beautifulness of the scene of the Earth. It's a strong message that is a positive message for us, for our children and future generation. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share with you some thoughts, and now I will leave the floor. Luca, you want to make a statement? Make a final statement.
I was going to say that I wonder if this is visible.